Well, listen, I don't think anyone deserves to be in prison just because of who they are or anything else like that. But like Tory was just acting like a fucking lunatic. You know, I remember I had Adam 22. I did an interview with him, and he was interviewing Tory, and he talked about this whole situation where, like, I guess during the interview, a whole bunch of like gang members started to kind of circulate outside by their car, and it was like turning into be some sort of situation, right? And Tory's security didn't have a gun on him.
Mm-hmm.
No idea why. That sounds crazy to me. But the security approached Adam's security and said, hey, listen, can I hold your gun? I'm going to go outside and go talk to him and try to defuse the situation. Tory jumps up and is like, no, I want to carry the gun. Give me the gun. And this whole argument ensued where Tory was insisting on carrying the gun, which ultimately they didn't give it to him. But it's like, what the fuck are you doing right now?
Yeah.
I remember even one time at the store, my old store, this is maybe 2018, whenever I interviewed Tory Lanez, that we got done doing the interview, and he has a big-ass security guard with him, and the security guard didn't have a gun. But there was like a bunch of gang members who basically pulled up to the store and had sort of surrounded his Sprinter that he had arrived in, and it was like parked in the back of the store, and they're sort of milling around out there and stuff, and Tory wanted to leave and get in the car, but it's pretty obvious that they're going to have to deal with this whole situation before that happens. Now, one of my homies had a gun, and the security guard asked if he could take the gun. This is all a terrible idea, but he asked if he could take the gun to go out and speak to these guys, right, and try to figure out what the issue was. And Tory starts jumping up and down, being like, "No, I want to hold it. I want to be the one with the gun." So you got this motherfucker. He's like 7 foot tall, big, crazy face tattoos and shit. He's a real gang member from LA who had just gotten out of prison or whatever. And Tory wanted to be the one holding the strap when they go out to have this conversation with these guys. And I believe the security guard, as well as his team, kind of did not allow this to happen. They didn't let him go out there with the gun or whatever. But that just really stood out to me as like, oh, you're famous and you're rich, and you still, even though you have a security guard with you, you're not willing to, like, you want to be the badass in this situation. You want to be the hothead.
I'd be damned if I tell my security that I want to carry the gun. Like, I pay you to do this. Like, why would I carry a gun when it's your job? What? I'm going to ask my security to do an interview for me? Like, well, this is just dumb.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And you know what's interesting? Since our last interview, we broke the story. Tory had a 4-year plea deal on the table.
That's fucking crazy. That's what I mean.
I talked to the guy who told me this because there was a couple of conflicting reports about this. And I talked to him, and I'm not going to say who it was, but I'm like, are you sure? He's like, absolutely. It's like, I talked to a member of the prosecution team who I work with all the time, and they said that he was offered a 4-year plea deal and he turned it down.
But that's how it is for people that have never been locked up before. It'll be their first time. Same thing in my case. It was my first adult felony offense. If I went to trial, it was 15 to life. I had an armed burglary, which is punishable by life in the state of Florida. If you break into a house with a gun or you become armed with a gun in the process, you're now facing life. That was my max punishment. They offered me either 4 or 4.5. I didn't take it. They said, all right, do you want to do a counter offer? I said, yeah, let me get a year in the county. They said, fuck no. My PD didn't give me any advice on what to do. I went to pretrial. At pretrial, they said, look, we'll give you 3.5 years, final offer. I signed off on that shit.
Right.
If I didn't sign off, it would have been 15 to life.
This was state or federal?
This was state.
So state is what? Best case, 50%?
85.
I thought Fed time was 85.
State of Florida is 85.
Oh, okay.
Florida
so I think California is a little more lenient.
Yeah.
It's a little more overpowered.
Yeah, Florida don't fuck off. Florida's third largest prison system in the country and has the highest percentage that you have to do, 85. And no parole.
What's the biggest? California?
I think California and then Texas.
I mean, 4 years, you do 2. That's a pretty good deal.
That shit would have been nothing.
But of course, you get deported afterwards.
He's getting deported regardless.
You're definitely getting deported.
Yeah.
Right? Once you're convicted, you're getting deported.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying...
That was another thing with the snitching allegation they tried to put on me is the fucking Zoe that I got into it with got deported. And he's trying to say, I got him deported. Nah. You got deported because you stole a lady's laptop and then admitted to it to the police and then got put on probation and violated it twice and got sent to prison.
Huh.
That's why you're stuck in Haiti right now. Don't try to put that shit on me, but motherfucking capitalize and be like, oh yeah, it's Jake's fault. Nah, you did that.
Man, listen, people blame me for all types of dumb shit that
All
they do
types of shit.
themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am going to do everything to protect you while you're in the studio. If you go outside and you go do some dumb shit, you go shoot somebody, at the Cuban cafe next door, I can't help that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'll get blamed for it. Oh, look,
for sure.
people get flocked up after Vlad TV interviews.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to interview somebody on Monday who got arrested for domestic violence 2 hours after our interview.
God damn.
And he wants to come back and talk about what happened, somewhat clear his name. I don't know what the hell I had to do with this, but I'm sure people will run with this.
Yeah.
I don't know the girl. I'm assuming it's a girl, but I don't know the girl. I don't know the situation. The interview went well. Everyone's happy, smiling. We got pictures together, everything else like that. It's not like I put him in a bad mood where you got to take it out on somebody.
Yeah, gonna try to say
I didn't send the police to follow.
You made him feel a type of way.
No,
so
I didn't send the police to follow him home,
Yeah.
whatever. But 2 hours later, he got arrested.
That's crazy.
And I don't, but you know what I'm saying? And people are like, see, everyone gets arrested after a Vlad TV interview. See, that's how it goes. And you're not going to convince those people otherwise. But listen, it is what it is, and fuck it. If that's what you want to put on me, you could run with it. I personally don't care. But, you're used to this type of shit as I am.
Yeah.